That's wonderful. Oh, that's great. Oh.
Take your shirt off, Mr. Rob. I will use baby oil now.
No need for that, Apricot. You should give Dill a massage. She's very, very tense at the moment. Very tense. Oh. Hi guys, how you going? Welcome to the show tonight here at Live on Bowen. We have in the studio Claire Hooper, we have our comedy act Wrong Town, and as our musical act we have Woodlock.
Oh God, you're touching me in the dill spot. Yeah.
Welcome to the show! Welcome to Live on Bowen. I'm your host, Rob Lloyd. We have a huge, epic episode this evening, ladies and gentlemen. And for this epic episode, I will tell you the epic story of how we got here. Now, once in every man's life, he is called to adventure. If he succeeds, glory and Doctor Who bobbleheads await him. If he fails, the fate of the world, well, at the very least, his ego is at stake. Now, I was called upon such a mission a couple of weeks ago when Supernova, the #1 Melbourne comedy nerd convention, was called and it rolled into town. My mission was to interview as many celebrities as I could possibly gather. And I wanted one particular celebrity, ladies and gentlemen, the most celebratorious of celebrities. It's a word, look it up. Of celebrities, I wanted an interview with the Hoff. Now, I had the gods on my side, or so I thought. But within the first 5 minutes of arriving, we were denied interviews with most of the guests at that convention. Thank you for that unprompted enthusiasm. But, ladies and gentlemen, this began the most epic battle of waiting. But we did not wait alone, for lurking in the shadows was our mortal enemies, Channel 9. Thank you for letting out the tires at all the same time. But I was not going to be disheartened, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we waited and waited to get an interview with Barbara Eden, from I Dream of Jeannie. And as we got to her, she was too fatigued from her interview with Channel 9. So she slipped from our grasp. It's okay, if you want to show your hatred, let it out. So then we waited and waited for Adam Baldwin, who was from Full Metal Jacket and Firefly. And as we approached him, he vowed not to do another interview after his interview with Channel 9. Damn you, Channel 9! How are you sucking the life force of all these celebrities? Now, I did manage to get a couple of lovely interviews with some lovely people, and you'll be seeing them later in the show, but I needed a big name, ladies and gentlemen. Someone who our non-geeky producer could actually recognize. I needed the biggest celebrity of them all. I didn't even say it this time. I needed the Hoff. Thank you. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, all our hope was lost. But then a change of fate, ladies and gentlemen. We were allowed one question with the Hoff. And as I approached him, ladies and gentlemen, the fates shone down upon me. And the Hoff said, one question is not enough. If you are patient, I will give you 5 minutes of my Botox time. And we got it. We hooked our white whale. And after the interview, as he was being whisked away, we actually heard his handler say to him, because he spent so much time with Live on Bowen, he had no more time for his Channel 9 interview. Screw you, Channel 9, yeah! So, ladies and gentlemen, that is how I got my interview with the Hoff. And that's how I ruined my chances of ever getting a job on network television. Totally worth it. So that's what's going on in my world. Do you want to hear what's going on in the rest of the world? All right, here we go. Now, A mum is suing a dentist for $15,000 after shoddy treatment that she says left her so ugly her baby cries whenever she looks at her. Okay, the mum says she's putting the $15,000 to a new baby. All right. Next up, the ABC has ceased production on the iconic children's television show Bananas in Pyjamas. Yeah, I know. Now, the Bananas are unsure of their future, but they're likely to move into work in high schools with their sex education classes. Next up, Justin Bieber has signed up for a trip into space next year on Richard Branson's Virgin Galactica mission. Yep. Now, it turns out Branson has set up the whole endeavour just to get Bieber out of the Earth's atmosphere and just release him into space. Yeah, so shh, keep it quiet. And that's all our topical news! As I said, ladies and gentlemen, we have a huge show, an epic show, an enormous show. It is so big it makes Augustus Galloop look like Michelle Bridges. And we want you to keep in touch with us online, and here's how you do it.
Missed last week's episode because you were living under a rock? Or did you miss season 1 because your head was in the sand? Well, throw caution to the wind and visit our website at liveonbowen.com, or put in your 2 cents and jump on our Facebook or Twitter to join the conversation.
It is now time for the segment that puts the capital N between the word Picks and Flicks. It is now time for Picks and Flicks! Now, today is all about House of Cards, not the Kevin Spacey vehicle, the childhood time killer. Earlier this week on Facebook, we put out the call for photos of card houses. Now, this one is from Richard from Caulfield right here. And it's a good thing that they didn't let him design the MCG. For starters, football is played on grass, Richard. Horrible. Next up, this one's Stacey from Keilor, a tower of Uno cards. Now, I'm sorry, Stacey, but Uno cards equals an instant disqualification. Ooh, I'm harsh, but fair. Now, but tonight's winner, ladies and gentlemen, is Brad, Troy, and Jason from Hawthorne with their stirring tribute to Native American culture with those little teepees everywhere. Ah! Round of applause for our winners. Thank you for sending through your entries, boys. You have won a deck of cards from my spare room. There's probably some missing. So keep an eye on the Live on Bowen Facebook and Twitter pages for next week's Picks and Flicks. Yeah, give us a clap, Why not? Why not? Well, it's amazing what you can do over the internet nowadays. Our very own Aaron McCarthy has taken an online course, which now makes him a qualified doctor. Yep. Well, at least in Canberra and the Christmas Islands. It is now time for him to answer all your health questions. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big hand for Dr. Aaron McCarthy. Come on! I'm not going to lose you! Not this time, not on my watch! Not now! Come on, you've got to make it! Come on!
It's meant to be live on Bowen. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Welcome to Dr. Aaron's web diagnosis, where I use the power of the internet to cure what ails you. So let's see who's writing in for help today. Dear Dr. Aaron, my son is covered in spots and is very itchy. What's going on? Beryl from Sunbury. Well, Beryl, let's put your son's symptoms into the computer. So, just, okay. Spotty, yes. Itchy, yes. Yes, I'm feeling lucky. Okay. And according to DalmatianHealth.com, your son has worms. Look, you've probably noticed him gnawing at his foot and scraping his ass along the carpet. It's best to cure him by getting a medicated chew toy. It'll kill the worms and also keep his teeth in ship shape. Now, you might be wondering if health advice written for Dalmatians will work for your son. But the people of Dalmatia are people too. You racist? Okay, next letter. All right. Something's burning. Dear Dr. Aaron, I've been developing a bunch of weird symptoms. Over the last 50 years, my hair has gone white, my knees are weak, and I shake a lot. What's happening to me? Daryl from Box Hill. Okay, now, Daryl, according to very smoky Yahoo Answer PhD, all of these things are classic symptoms of fear. You're not sick, mate. You're just afraid. Now, you need to man up, princess. Why don't you pop down to Bunnings, grab yourself some potting mix, and grow a pair, all right? Okay. Next letter. Dear Dr. Aaron, I've been bitten by a large red snake with black rings. What should I do? Barry from Kensington. Okay, Barry, according to justcutitoff.com, you've just been bitten by a coral sea snake. These are one of the world's most deadly vipers and a bit of a rarity in Kensington. Lucky you. Now, to survive, what you're going to have to do is... Sorry, that's all the time that we've got, Barry. Next week, I answer Barry's question and many more right here on Dr. Aaron's Web Diagnosis.
We'll be right back at Live on Bowen. Don't go anywhere. See you soon.